In this article, we will explore the diverse and multifaceted state of Florida. From its unique geography and demographics to its vibrant social and economic landscape, Florida is a state full of rich history and modern complexities. Join us as we delve into all the fascinating characteristics that make Florida a true gem of the United States. Florida, incorporated into the United States on March 3, 1845, has a population of 21 million and a total area of 65.8 thousand square miles with a population density of 325 people per square mile. 1. Florida is the only state in the United States that borders both the Gulf of Mexico and the Atlantic Ocean. 2. The famous Walt Disney World theme parks in Orlando, Florida cover an area larger than 2 Manhattans combined. 3. Florida is home to the oldest city in the United States, St. Augustine, which was founded in 1565 by Spanish explorers. The racial composition in the state of Florida is diverse and reflects the melting pot of cultures and ethnicities in the United States. With a total population of 23.6 million, white Caucasians make up the majority with 14 million residents. However, there is a sizable Hispanic Latino population of 5.6 million, followed by 3.4 million Black African American residents and 0.6 million Asian residents. This data highlights the rich diversity and cultural contributions of different racial groups in the state of Florida. The state of Florida is home to a diverse population with a rich cultural heritage and history. According to recent data, German and Irish ancestries make up the 2 most populous ethnic backgrounds in the state, with 1.9 million and 1.8 million residents respectively. This is followed closely by the American and English ancestries, both counting for about 8% of the total population. The significant presence of Cuban ancestry, with 1.5 million residents, also reflects the strong cultural influence of the Cuban community in Florida. These ancestries contribute to the vibrant and diverse identity of the state of Florida. The state of Florida has a fairly balanced sex ratio, with 10 million males and 11 million females. This translates to a male-to-female ratio of 96.7 males per 100 females. The most populous age group for both males and females is the 55 to 59 years category, with 3.3% of males and 3.6% of females falling in this age range. This data suggests that Florida has a relatively older population, with a significant portion of the population being in the 55 to 59 years age group. In Florida, there were a total of 227,983 births in 2018. The majority, 70%, of these births occurred among women aged 20 to 34 years, with a rate of 81 births per 1,000 women. Women aged 35 to 50 years accounted for nearly 28% of the total births, with a lower rate of 30 births per 1,000 women. The smallest proportion of births, 2.1%, were among women aged 15 to 19 years, with a rate of 8 births per 1,000 women. Overall, the state had a fertility rate of 49 births per 1,000 women. The data from Florida reveals a significant difference in non-marital childbearing rates by age bracket. Among women aged 15 to 19 years, there were 4,777 total births, with a majority, 88.7%, of these births coming from unmarried women. On the other hand, the age bracket with the lowest rate of non-marital childbearing was among women aged 35 to 50 years, with 63,685 births and only 27.2% of those births coming from unmarried women. This highlights a trend of higher rates of non-marital childbearing among younger women compared to older women in the state of Florida. In Florida, there is a significant difference in the rates of non-marital childbearing among different education levels. Those with less than a high school education had the highest rate at 57%, followed by high school diploma holders at 55.2%. On the other hand, Individuals with graduate degrees had the lowest rate at only 11%, and those with bachelor's degrees had a rate of 20%. This data suggests that higher levels of education may be associated with lower rates of non-marital childbearing in Florida. The state of Florida has a moderate level of income, with a per capita income of $35,216. This means that on average, each person residing in the state earns this amount annually. However, when looking at median household income and median family income, the numbers are more promising. The median household income in Florida is $61,777, which indicates that half of the households earn more than this amount and the other half earns less. The median family income is even higher at $74,237, which suggests that families as a whole have a slightly higher income in the state. These figures demonstrate that Florida has a healthy income distribution among its population. In the state of Florida, the median earnings for all workers is $34,367, with men earning a higher median income of $39,111 compared to women who earn a median income of $30,463. This income gap of 22.1% demonstrates that there is still a significant disparity between men and women's earnings in the state. This data suggests that there is a need for continued efforts to address and close the gender pay gap in Florida to ensure more equitable opportunities and outcomes for all workers. Poverty continues to be a pressing issue in the state of Florida, with 2,744,612 individuals, or 13.1% of the population, living below the poverty line. This problem affects both men and women, with 1,230,391 males and 1,514,221 females experiencing poverty. However, certain age brackets are particularly vulnerable to poverty, as evidenced by the high number of young children and young adults experiencing poverty. In fact, under 5 years old males have a poverty rate of 19.7%, while females aged 18 to 24 have a poverty rate of 19.9%. These statistics highlight the need for continued efforts to address poverty in Florida and support those who are most affected by it. In conclusion, the video highlighted the unique social, demographic, and economic characteristics of Florida. From its diverse population to its booming tourism industry, there is no shortage of interesting information about this state. To further explore the data, be sure to check out ZipAtlas for more insights on Florida and other areas in the United States. Plan your next trip and discover the endless possibilities of the Sunshine State.